Go. Okay. I have a question that I came up with in the car. Are you tired?
I'm a little bit. It's been a long day.
It's a holiday, but it's also only, bro, it's only like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So you can't be that tired.
But it's like also like I just got my new Xbox and I haven't played it at all.
Oh,
so I'm like,
so all you want to do is go home and play the Xbox.
Yes.
So this will be a shorter episode, guys. Okay, so I have a question that I came up with in the car when we were running errands just now, and it's a stupid question, but here it goes.
Okay.
Would you rather be like really, really, really hot, but you have like the worst car sickness, like motion sickness of all time? Like you have to sit in the front seat. You like can't ride roller coasters. Like you can't even be on your phone at all while the car's moving. Or you have no motion sickness, but you're like ugly.
Hot, I guess.
But then you have like terrible motion sickness.
Like I just can't be on my phone, or like
No, like
in the car.
like you can't ride roller coasters.
Oh,
you
ugly.
can't do anything.
Ugly.
That's what Morgan said.
Yeah.
But like think about it.
I
Like
thought it was literally I just couldn't be on my phone in the car. I was like, oh, okay.
oh no, I'm talking like
I can't ride the teacups.
no. Heck, that would be like terrible. I don't know. I thought it was a better question than it was, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like for me, it's like that's like a hard decision.
At first, I thought you're like, are you like temperature wise? Like, I'd rather be really hot or have motion sickness.
No, like the most attractive person on the planet. Is then you could be like a supermodel and like get paid billions of dollars, but then like you're super motion sick.
I don't know. Honestly, I think a better question would have been like physically hot all the time or have really bad motion sickness.
See, okay, so like that's the thing. Like, would you rather be hot all the time or cold all the time? Because I'm cold all the time.
Yeah, and I'd rather because I can just bundle.
Yeah, you just put more clothes on.
Yeah.
Versus like hot.
If you're hot
like,
all the time, you have to move to the beach or.
and I have like a
Antarctica.
stuffy nose all the time.
That is.
So then it's like.
I think Texas just does that because like when it's in like the winter, it's stuffy because it's cold, and then in the spring, there's pollen everywhere. So
Yeah.
it's just 24-hour snow.
Yeah, but it's honestly better than having humidity, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would take it over that.
Okay, well let's.
Okay, what do you think? I have a better question. What is
You
like,
have one that's actually related to anything?
Yeah, well, like, what do you think the best state is to like take pictures in?
Oh, take pictures?
Not to like star photography, but like just like the most like photographically
Okay, are we
Nice.
talking cities or like
state. No,
state
for
as
one
a
of the
whole?
50 state as a whole.
Because like New York is really nice to take photos in.
I would. It is, but it's very different than
But
like
what
say
about
like
California?
Washington.
California, you have like Coney Island. You have Santa Monica Pier. Wait, is Coney Island in
No,
LA,
that's
California?
in New York.
Or is that New York?
I don't know. But then you got Alaska, like
But Alaska, there's like no one there. So if you want to do like portraits,
Not
and
portrait.
think about it. Part of the year it's only bright. Part of the year it's like only dark.
yeah, but
So then
if you
you're
get it
cooked.
Alaska when it's like just cloudy all the time, it's just perfect lighting 24/7. That's why the nature photography, like wildlife photography in Alaska, is so easy because you have perfect lighting all the time.
It's low-key a good point. But yeah, I wouldn't want to live in Alaska because there's no one there. So like I think California, because you have all those national parks. You
Yeah.
have the beach. You have the mountains. You have the desert. You also have skiing, like Lake Tahoe and stuff. And you have cities and wilderness.
Yeah,
So I'd say California.
yeah.
You can do it all there. And celebrities. And basketball games. And football games.
Lots of football games.
And the World Cup
No, that's
in a few years.
Is it in LA? I thought it was in
The Olympics are going to be in LA. That's what that is.
the World Cup's
It's here.
in Texas.
Yeah, in Dallas.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, so we're cooked.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. It's at like AT&T Stadium, but like no one knows. Like everyone here, I saw this article and
Is
it was
it
like,
AT&T?
yeah, some of it. Yeah.
Oh.
I saw some of it was like people won't know that Arlington is not like downtown
Yeah.
Dallas. So they're going to like be booking hotels in Arlington and be like, oh, I can't wait to go to Reunion Tower. And then realize it's like an hour drive
Yeah.
to like do anything fun.
Yeah.
Because Arlington sucks. Did you see
one of the worst parts of Dallas? I would
Did
say.
you see F1 is coming to Dallas too?
No.
And they're gonna they're building a track in Arlington, like in the parking lots of like all those like Globe Life and like AT&T, which is
Yeah.
actually really smart.
That's sick.
Because like who is going to the like
I would go see F1 actually.
Oh, yeah,
That
I would-
I feel like that will make the Dallas market.
F1 came to Mexico City too, and it was
That's
sick.
insane.
They did Vegas, they did Mexico City, but like they're straight up just like taking over all the infrastructure there, which I think is cool.
F1 also does a lot of collab with like smaller tier influencers. So like Loki, I wouldn't be surprised if we could like do an F there or something.
Bro, that would be insane.
Unreal.
Because Christian's been to F1, but he was contracted by somebody.
Yeah.
Dude, so sick. Like F1 is like, yeah, their influencer game is like on peak. Did you watch the movie F1?
I didn't. Did you?
So good.
I've heard it was good.
It's really good. It's super long, but it feels really short. So like if you're somebody who like is like, oh, like me, I hate the fact that movies are all like super long now. I miss the days of 90-minute movies. Because like in my brain, it's like if you can't really tell a cohesive story in 90 minutes, it's like, you know, like.
Yeah, I mean, I low-key don't really pay like go see a movie unless it's like a minimum of like 2.5 hours.
Really?
Just because like why would I waste if it's the same price of a ticket? Like I low-key wanted to like fill up the experience.
I don't go to a movie unless I'm seeing it in a special format like Dolby or IMAX or
yeah. Or if it's a Tuesday and AMC is really cheap, I was like, why not?
Tuesdays and Thursdays. I would do the $30 a month thing, like the A-list, because it's 4 movies a week.
Yeah,
which is insane. Like obviously you'd never use all 4, but
you'd be surprised. Some people.
Yeah, but I'm married,
yeah.
And like I have a job that like works late nights.
When I retire, one day maybe.
Oh, for sure. Well, me and my wife were talking about, so Catan is like a game that you have to have 3 to 4 players to play, but there's expansion packs that you can play like 2 players. And so I was talking to ChatGPT in the car about rules of like how to like play Catan with 2 players. And you can do it. It's just like, it's weird. And I was like, what if we like, there's 2 things I want to do in life. One is like have a library that people can access. Yeah. 2, I found out today for only $1 million, IMAX will build a IMAX theater for you, like in your house.
Really?
Yeah. So like all we have to do.
Only $1 million.
I mean, that's like nothing these days.
Yeah, but
like I mean, when you retire, a lot of people have $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're gonna spend your whole retirement on an IMAX.
I mean, it depends on how well off I am. But if I have $1 million sitting around, it would be really cool to do like a Cort Letcher theater, and it's like an IMAX theater, and then a library, and then like a board game suite. Like how sick would that be?
Yeah. Actually,
and just build like a retirement community.
All right, guys, if y'all blow up this podcast, we will build an entire center with an IMAX center, a library.
Yeah. And like, I'm talking like you can vote to replay movies. Like we'll play Interstellar for y'all in IMAX. Like we'll do whatever you want in IMAX. Like if it's in IMAX and we can get rights to it, we're there for y'all.
Dude,
like
that would be sick.
That's like my whole thing is
I
like
would just to offer free movies. Like sure.
Yeah. Or even just like so many places are like, oh, it's hard to get tickets to this. Like AMC Lincoln Square in New York, it's notoriously hard to get tickets.
You want to know what I've been upset about?
Dude, you're the one yawning this episode.
Sorry,
how does
guys.
it feel?
I know. Yeah, it's
hard.
It's been a day and a weekend actually. But
what time did you wake up?
Today, like 9:30.
Oh, and you're still yawning that much?
Yeah,
that's impressive.
But
I can make you some coffee
I've been
before
up
you
so
go.
too like the past 3 nights though. So it's been I just had a ton of stuff to edit. Like it's been.
That's brutal.
But yeah.
I low-key might do that tonight just because like I have some stuff to edit and there's no better time to do it than late at night because I'm not missing out on anything if I do it then.
Yeah. But what's been bugging me is like AMC's IMAX theater doesn't have reclining seats.
Yeah, stadiums. But think about. Yeah.
I'm just like, I low-key enjoy seeing a movie in the theater next to it. Like Dolby is better to me than the IMAX sometimes because it has reclining seats.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
okay, do you value the sound experience or the visual experience more?
It depends on the movie, but usually sound, I would say.
I'm always sound. I sit towards the back of the theater.
Yeah.
Not the back, but towards the back just for the sound.
Yeah.
Because the sound is mixed like 3/4 of the way back in the room.
The only movie that's in theaters that I haven't seen that I want to is Zootopia 2.
I haven't seen that either. Do you want to go?
Low-key.
Wait, I mean... it's it's bring your own bucket day at Cinemark, right?
What is that?
You can bring a 5-gallon bucket. They'll fill it up with popcorn.
No way.
Yeah,
Today?
Today.
That's crazy.
I mean, we still have time to go.
Let me ask Skylar after this. But.
Yeah, we could go to any Cinemark because that was going to be our plan for today. And then my sister, so I listed 4 or 5 movies in our group chat. I was like, we can go see all these movies. And they called me and were like, we don't want to see any of these movies. because they had already seen Zootopia 2 2 times,
Yeah.
which apparently it's insanely good.
That's what I've heard.
And so that's why I want to go see it. But
Okay.
yeah.
So I just bought an Xbox on Marketplace.
Okay.
And I used to call myself like the Marketplace king.
You did
like,
say that.
I was like loved doing it. And
Then you download Rocket Money.
no, but like the amount of scammers that are on Marketplace.
So bad.
And I feel like Facebook isn't doing anything
Yeah.
to like get them off.
I've been trying to buy a new phone because I'm on a 14 plus, which the camera on this is so bad. Like it doesn't have any log. It doesn't have any like special recording formats or anything. And the 15 Pro and up have like Apple Log 2, I think, which you can grade like crazy. And
I do want to start doing that. Yeah.
the amount of scammers that there are, it's sad.
Yeah.
It's really bad. But what was your experience with scamming?
Well, like, first of all, so they'll set the price like at a ridiculous amount. So
Like
you're just like,
what?
there's no
Oh,
way.
like so low?
Like $100 for an Xbox. You're like, bruh.
Yeah.
And so you're like, okay, well, I know that's not real because no one would sell that.
Right.
And so then it's like, but then it makes it harder for you to figure out how much one's actually worth.
Right.
Because there's so many of them. And so I was like, for the Xbox S, it was around like $230. Is what I figured out, I think, what is probably. I ended up getting the Xbox X for $300. Which,
That's insane.
I know.
That's such a
And I was
steal.
low-key worried it was going to be a scam because he wanted to meet at like Cowboys Fit. And I was like, which means I wasn't going to get to plug it in. So I was like, all right, well, it's just going to be a judgment call. Like, do I trust this guy? So I pulled up to Cowboys Fit
Which one? On Preston?
in Plano. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's far from you.
it was. But I was already at
I mean, you're already
the
coming this
Chewy's
way.
down there with some people. So it was like 10 minutes.
That's so fun. Dude, we're going to meet Casino tonight.
So good.
But I want to talk Morgan into going
We
to
were still
Chewy's.
like in the middle of stuff. And I stood up. I was like, all right, guys, I'm out. I'm going to go buy an Xbox. And it's like,
Who are you with?
my GC.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And so we left, and I was like, Skylar, like, I just need you, like, help me, like, just like, do you get a good vibe on this guy? Like, how does it? Man pulls up in this like super nice blue Porsche, like all Lulu.
There you go.
Because like hands it to me like
Cowboys
in a Lulu
Fit
bag.
is nice.
Yeah.
So
And so I was like, well, he's either super rich and he just bought this, like, I don't use it, or he's in a ton of credit card debt and just like needed the money.
I feel like if you're in a ton of credit card debt, do you know what hood bankruptcy is?
no.
So there's this term called hood bankruptcy, and like it's when you're like so down low in life, like on money, like you can't buy groceries and you sell your PS5.
That's
It's-
what, yeah.
That's what that is.
That's what a lot of people selling their Xboxes were. Like one guy that I was
Yeah.
talking to was like, I just need the money. And I was like, I don't know if I think your Xbox is going to be in good condition then. Like,
Back in the day, back in like 2018, I bought AirPods from somebody who needed money for,
yeah.
and I was like,
One of my like horror stories on Facebook Marketplace is when I got my drone, and this was before I was like comfortable around people. So I was like, I should have just been like no and said I didn't make the trade.
what do you mean you weren't comfortable around people?
Like I didn't have enough self confidence to like once I made it to there to like back out of the deal. And
That makes sense.
because I was trading my pink Stratocaster, which was like a
Right.
gorgeous electric guitar,
Yeah, this was one of your biggest mistakes.
and I traded it for like a FPV drone, which like on paper, money wise, it's about the same price, but the drone smelled like weed.
Yeah.
It was not in great condition. I mean, it was drivable, but every time I put the mask on, I was like,
yeah,
and then I also was just like, I felt horrible for putting this like beautiful instrument into that home. You
Yeah.
know, like, it's probably like ruined now.
probably. The pink is probably like dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, we got it. I'm so old. We got a Bath and Body Works gift card today.
Come
I
on.
went and spent like an hour in there just smelling candles.
It
was a good day.
Yeah. I'm very sensitive about smells. So that's probably
Me
my
too,
least
dude.
favorite store, but
Wait, actually,
yeah.
it depends. If it's like seasonal, it's bad. But like if they just have their regular like blends and stuff in there,
Yeah.
be nice. Okay, let's get into some hot takes.
That being said, while I was on a marketplace, I saw someone selling a C50 already. And I was like, you already tired of it?
Loki, it's kind of surprising.
Yeah. I was not expecting
Probably
that.
a scam.
It was priced about the same. It was
Huh.
like $500 cheaper.
The C50 makes me wonder, you know, it's like, can it really be that good at photography?
Not photography.
It's 33 megapixels.
With a handle on top if you want to carry it around.
You don't have, it's detachable.
Oh. Still.
Yeah. I don't know. No viewfinder though.
Yeah.
That's risky. How does it feel to see an SL2 sitting in front of us?
It's kind of fun
And
with the kit lens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my streaming setup, and it looks pretty good. I'll show you. So,
gear doesn't matter until it does.
Brave, we've already been over this.
No, it does.
We've said that exact line.
No,
before.
but I'm like, to me, I think the more you go, the more it matters. It doesn't matter at the beginning, but it does at the end.
See, I would actually say the opposite. The better you get, the less it matters, I think. Because, like, I just always think back to that war photographer who went through his bag, and he had been on the field for 8 years straight, pretty much, just like shooting. And he had like a basic camera bag that wasn't even it was a real camera bag, but it was a messenger bag style camera bag. And it was so that it would be secret. And he shot on a Canon R with a adapted EF 50mm 1.2L series.
Yeah.
And like, that's all that he had.
But that, to me, it's like similar to a beginner in that he just needed to be versatile. Like, beginners need to be versatile, but the better you get, the more specialized you get with the gear you need.
I think I just disagree. Cause like
the average person when they're starting doesn't need an 85mm portrait, but if you want to be a good portrait photographer, you're going to need an 85mm.
That you make a good point there, but what I'm thinking back to is like the shots that I used to be able to only get on a 70 to 200, I can now get on a 24 to 70 because I have that confidence. And I think that's where like gear comes into play is like, if you have worse gear, you're going to get better faster because you have to move your feet.
Yeah.
Like, think about if you only had a 40mm 1.8 your whole career.
Yeah.
You'd be like an elite photographer. You just like have to bust your butt, which I think is good.
More megapixels doesn't make your pictures better.
Absolutely not, especially in low light. Bro, on the stream, okay, I don't know, we should plug this, but Luke and I are going to be working on streaming, like making like live content essentially. And so I'm going to work on like scripting out some like live shows and stuff and figure out like what we'd actually want to do with that. So we can bring people on, have them edit with us. We can rate your photos and stuff. Cause I know it'll get engagement cause you guys want us to answer your questions live. Like we see y'all when we go on TikTok live and it's fun. But I went live the other day just to test out the streaming setup. Cause this streaming setup I can take anywhere. Like it's so easy. It's literally, this is a condenser mic, my Focusrite, and this will work for both of us. So we can just put this in front of us and it will pick us up both.
Yeah.
And then capture card, tripod, that's it. And a laptop. And then internet, obviously. But the thing that I found was somebody came into our comments and was like, should I buy an FX3 because I do so much video instead of an R6? And I was like, I don't know. And they're like, I shoot a lot of low light. And so I was like, send me your profile and I'll like decide for you. They were one of the only people I've ever seen that I'm like, dang, you're so good that you genuinely would benefit from having an FX3.
Really?
It was impressive.
Nice.
And I hope they're watching this because
come on,
it made my night.
AI editing will never replace human editing.
This is one that I don't agree with.
You think it will or won't?
I fear that it will. I just don't know where I stand on it. Cause like,
I don't know. It's like AI is getting good enough where you could literally take any photo and it would like change it to look whatever style you want.
I fear the good part about AI replacing editors is it can come up with editing styles that you'd never come up with.
Yeah.
Which is a positive thing for the community. But unfortunately, it's a bad thing because then it just turns into you don't need any skill to make a decent photo really good.
Yeah.
Just think about like if you did nature photography or like landscape photography, there's so much variation you can do within the edit because there's so much light and detail and data. Like, especially if you're shooting on a real, like, good landscape camera, like a Canon R5, you know, you're getting 45 megapixels, you're shooting in good lighting, like, it's a good photo. You can throw that into AI and it can pull out, like, 8 different styles of the same photo. Then, like, the art of photography has really been lost. But it's also a positive because now we're putting out, like, better photos, but they're not art, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? It's like, do you think you can consider it, like, an artful photo if an AI edited it?
Like I go back and forth because like I just think it loses intentionality. Yeah, but
yeah, it makes me sad.
But yeah, I do think it one day, yeah, I will get good enough.
Yeah, it's gonna be soon too. All right, what else we got?
Photoshop is just as important as Lightroom for photographers. I would say yes.
Why?
I think like you need both to make, depending on the photo, like you need both. Like just the ability to retouch, to move stuff, to adjust. I'm shocked that no one's created a program that can do all of it.
I mean, Lightroom every day gets more and more into the Photoshop realm. Like
Yeah.
their retouching tools have gotten so good.
Yeah.
I will say the generative retouching is worse than the regular retouching,
Agree.
which makes me sad. Because like I used to be able to do people's hair like really well, and then ever since they added more generative fill settings, it's gotten worse. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take 2 seconds here. Go.
Do you think RF glass is overpriced?
No.
Do you think it's a just like you think?
Yeah, I'd buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you create the camera, you can kind of price the lenses however you want.
I don't think it's a matter of them pricing it however they want, though. Truly.
Do you think that companies should like have to release every year how much of a profit they made off of like? I think companies should have to release how much it costs them to make, and then like how much, so we can see exactly how much they're making off each unit sold.
I think
like,
it would be cool.
not even like to say like, oh, you can't do this, but just so everyone knows in transparency.
I would want to know how much my lenses are worth, like straight up.
Yeah.
Just because like the RF glass is so good.
Like, I'm curious how much it actually costs to make one for how much they sell it for.
I think Ari like has, I think it's more the science and development behind it that costs so much. And you can't really quantify that easily. You know, they would have to go back and look at all the logbooks of how many hours everyone spent, which makes it impossible. So think about how long it took to develop like the 24-70 f2 wasn't a thing previously.
Yeah.
It straight up wasn't. They created that lens. So think about how much research and development time that actually took to make that.
But like, I don't know. There was a time when RF and like G Master was like the standard. I mean, it still is, but like,
I don't think it is.
but Tamron has gotten sneakily good.
They have. Sigma really
Sigma's
has.
always been good.
No, but like their art series just elevated them like way past like I don't know any Sony shooters who buy Sony lenses for themselves.
Yeah, they just use Sigma.
Everyone does. The only people that I know who buy Sony lenses are like brand partners.
How did Godox get a monopoly on the lighting game?
Dude, straight up.
Loki. For like off-camera flash and on-camera flash, what else do we use besides like camera brands?
Pro Photo, but I think it's just a matter of them actually pricing it. Well, one, it's like a Chinese brand or something.
Is it? Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So I think that comes into play. And then two, just like, I think them just pumping out straight volume because they don't really market that well. They started marketing this year and last year, but up until that point, they really hadn't. I think just knowing like, oh, this is an affordable option. And I think what really makes them stand out is their pricing compared to like a Canon Speedlight is insanely cheap. So even like, yeah, they're pricing out Pro Photo, but Pro Photo's like UI is insanely good.
Yeah.
Because you can literally just spin a button and it's like, oh, cool, like blah, blah, blah. But like, I think the way Godox like integrates like actual metering and stuff into their products while keeping them so affordable is what sets them apart.
Yeah.
Like if you were to look up like a Canon Speedlight, you'd be like blown away like how expensive it is for no reason too.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder about the RF glass. But that's just such a different market.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Sony shooters act like the camera does 80% of the work. I feel like they do. They defend the specs so hard that it's they act like it doesn't take in any skill.
It makes me wonder about the Venice brand and Venice line and stuff. Cause like, yeah, the Venice is like super cutting edge and everything, but it makes me wonder like what the return on investment is versus like a Blackmagic.
Yeah.
Like top of the line Blackmagic, like say like they're, I mean, what would the equivalent be? Cause is the Venice full frame or Super 35?
I have no idea.
I think it's full frame, but like it makes me wonder like what the return on investment is compared to like a 6K full frame.
Yeah.
Because it can't be that high. But then also people talk about it like it is.
Yeah.
And I understand like the UI and stuff, or the UI or IO is way better. Like the actual like plugins that you can use on it. But I mean, the image quality, like I wonder how different it actually is.
Yeah.
It can't be that high.
Surely not.
Yeah. Because like my SL2 spits out a great 1080 image in Rec 709. And I don't think I realized how good it looks.
Yeah.
Because it has 24 megapixels, and like when you light it properly, it looks exactly the same as the R6. It really doesn't look any different. Now there's a difference with the APS-C sensor versus full frame, but when it's not, it doesn't shoot log, so you can't tell a difference.
Yeah. Sony shooters are more likely to change brands than Canon shooters. I feel like, yeah, Canon tends to be more loyal. Sony, if something better came out, they would switch.
I agree with that. I will say, like, because they already have a foot out the door on the lenses. That's why.
Yeah.
So I think that's why Canon people are more loyal, is because like we don't have a foot out the door in terms of lenses.
And we're probably, Canon shooters are probably more invested in their glass than Sony shooters.
Oh, for sure. That's why I'm still with Canon. Because like I would put my Canon glass on a Sony camera. For sure.
Yeah.
And you can. Like EF glass, you can put it on there. Now, do I own an EF glass anymore? Unfortunately, no. But back in the day, I thought about it. So
in terms of mirrorless cameras, Sony started strong. Canon's currently king, but Nikon's closing the best.
I think Nikon like stands out in a way of like actual like raw. I think their codec performance, like what you can actually get internally in the camera, is the reason that people use it. Because like obviously every camera can shoot 6K ProRes into a monitor now. It's not really a feat.
It is cool that like all three brands have been on top at some point, I feel like.
Yeah. Nikon's screen just like craps on Sony so hard it's not even funny. Like the fact you do not need a monitor at all is a joke.
Yeah.
Which is great. And you don't realize how good, how important screens are. Go use like a T6 and then you'll like come home crying and be like, I need my flip out screen and I need a good quality screen. Because remember like the days of like the plastic over the screen on like the T6s and stuff where they're like built in. So it has like plastic over. It's the worst.
Yeah. Adobe software wasn't the best at actually editing, but it was the most practical workflow.
Dude. Okay. So I met with this guy on Zoom. He DM'd us and he's DM'd us before. And the key to DMing us is actually just going ahead and asking your question instead of saying, hey, can I ask a question?
Can I get a second of your time?
Yeah, because so many people DM us and say, hey, like, can I ask you some questions? And I'm like, dude, we're not going to open your DM if there's not a question in there that we can answer. But he sent us like a full on video spec out that he had made of our content. He was like, he edited like before and afters of what he did to our audio and then like made a funny edit of it, like being like,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, because you
did I see it or no?
No, because it was like this week and you haven't been on Instagram, but I can show it to you after. Okay. But he like hopped on a Zoom call with me and walked me through it. But what he showed me, I've already been doing in DaVinci, but on Premiere, it's so hard that you like can't do it easily. So I knew what he was talking about and I do it on DaVinci for another client, but I don't do it for
it's just not worth
our own podcast because like I didn't know how to do it in Premiere. And so he sent me all his settings and like worked it out, but you can't even save a preset on Premiere. So I have to save it as a template and then copy and paste the formatting onto today's like episode. But I mean, if this episode sounds way different or way better, let us know in the comments if you like it, because it's definitely going to be louder because I figured out we've been auto matching to -23 LUFS when we should be going at -16. So
yeah.
Oops. I know you know what all that means.
Totally. Just eyes just glaze over.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. Do you think is using AI to make short form content lazy?
Yeah. Yes. No, there's no question about it.
Yeah. It's gotten to where I feel like everyone does it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the reels that I watch, And some of them I can tell are AI made and I still watch them.
I started being able to poke out on scripts because AI is getting so prevalent with how it talks.
Yeah.
So here's like what I found is it doesn't go either way. So when you write, everything's on like a spectrum of like opinion, you know? So AI always goes straight down the middle on opinion. It doesn't like waver in the way of like, you know how when you're writing something, you like lean towards a certain angle of it because that's how your brain works. And like, that's what you're like influenced to, like that's your predisposition towards something.
Yeah.
AI like doesn't have any predispositions. So it like automatically goes down the straight, like wide path that is,
Yeah.
you know, easy. It doesn't like add its own like flair to anything. And so you can just automatically tell in the way that it talks and
Just dry.
yeah, because human voice like will shorten things because it's a cultural thing. You know, like y'all, like Pittsburgh has like yins, which is so weird. Like we'll shorten things because it's cultural. AI shortens things because it's trying to sound like a human and it doesn't work. And it's just trying to like cut fat where it shouldn't be cutting fat. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. Because I bet you they hire less writers for everything that's made today because they probably are using AI in some sense.
Or like their wife divorces them and then they ruin the best show.
And then they kill off the main villain in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's depressing.
That happens. Did you see the joke on SNL?
Yeah. Oh, I watched all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one are you referring to?
The one last night where it had Gaten and Finn and Lucas or whatever.
Yeah.
Like all three of them on it.
Yeah.
They're making fun of Conformity Gate.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
That was rough. I was just like, dang.
It's so sad.
Did you watch the actual documentary?
No,
Skylar and I started it and I was like,
I don't have Netflix.
It was making
so
me mad.
I refuse to play.
I wanted to cancel it before January. It renewed and then we accidentally renewed it and I was like, frick.
I refuse to pay $29.
It's horrible. I pay $32 to get with no ads 4K for Disney plus HBO and Hulu combined. So why would I pay $27 just for Netflix?
Yeah. Super sad.
But whatever.
Yeah, Disney has a lot on it too. The only thing I want, I can't. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
AI noise reduction made ISO irrelevant. I mean, it does work wonders.
It really does,
especially when you add fake grain on top of it. But
yeah,
it's still.
If you know, like, okay, this is the amount of natural grain that would be in this, then you're good.
Yeah, I will say, like, sometimes it's no matter what, it's still too dark. Like I was doing a wedding and it was so dark, and I was like, "There's literally I can put as much noise reduction on this as I want. These photos are trash. Like, there's no way." So I had to move rooms.
What was that for?
A wedding.
Oh. That's brutal.
But I was like, because it was literally, there's only like barely any light coming through a window. Like there's no lights in the room. And I was like,
I think like when it comes to dark orange light, it can't really save you.
That's the big thing. If your temperature, even, I wouldn't say it's as much. Yeah.
Like if you have really dark white light, you can get away with AI.
You can fix it better. Yeah. But if it messes with the weird smears, like, ugh.
Yeah, you can't go back.
The biggest real competition in photography isn't Canon versus Sony. It's cameras versus iPhones. I think iPhone cameras are getting way better.
I changed my mind on this ever since they integrated Apple Log, because now you can apply like ARRI LUTs to it and it looks good.
And you can put little lenses on the iPhone, which is like,
and ND filters, which is the biggest step forward in video ever. And the fact that you can set your shutter speed, set your aperture, and set your ISO now, like with certain apps. There's no, if you're in daylight, you don't need like it. If you're shooting landscapes in daylight, you don't need to bring your camera. Like you can get away with your phone.
Yeah.
Now, if you're wanting that depth of field, then it's like, okay, well, that is such a crazy thing for me to be saying because I'm Mr. Sensor Size.
Yeah.
Like I'm obsessed with sensor size. But now, like that they've integrated log, there is a point where you cannot tell, and that is horizontal landscapes.
I'm completely changing the conversation, but this just popped into my head.
Okay.
Do you think I could sell my DJI FPV all over for like $500?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would totally just take that and then invest that into like not a better drone, but like a better like just easier drone.
Well, drones are getting. I wouldn't buy a drone right now. It's a terrible time to buy a drone.
Really?
Yeah, you know DJI is like banned in the US right now.
Nah, they got through it. But it's still like on the table, but I don't think they're actually going to.
I don't think you can like fly like in a lot of places.
I think they've at least I'm on their newsletter like members list, and they sent out an email like where it's fine, like it's been dismissed in the courts right now, but we're still going through it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But it's like the reason being like mine shoots 4K, but it looks terrible.
Yeah, yours looks so bad.
Like when I shoot it slow it down, it's supposed to shoot 4K 120. I don't know why it looks horrible. It looks like my 1080 looks better than my 4K. I don't know why. And so when you slow it down, but it's like I think for what I would want it to do, I just want one that I can just like throw up and like let it track me. I don't want to have to like fly it all. I mean,
they make those for like $200.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like, I just don't know where.
What would you use?
I don't want to
for,
like just sell it on Marketplace though. Just like
sell it on MPB, not an ad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like KEH or something.
They're doing so many ads right now. MPB is.
Really?
Yeah. We need to get in on that bread. MPB, hit our line. Hit our email up. You know it.
But yeah, because I don't even need like the max price. Like I would rather just like get out of it, I think, at this point, and then just buy something that's easier.
They make a DJI drone that's literally solely made for that.
Yeah.
So you could just get that. I think it's $230.
Yeah. I just want one that'll shoot like 4K. I really would love a 120, but 60 at minimum.
60's fine. What are you doing that you need this for?
I just think it'd be fun to like whenever like I'm traveling to have one that I can just throw up and just take like things for me. Like
fair.
Like I'm going to Hilton Head soon, and I was like with the lighthouse, it'd be so sick to like just like track that and not have to fly that.
I'll be real. I don't even know where that is.
It's like an island off South Carolina.
I know they're famous for golfing.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I know about that.
So I'm like, but it's like I was like, oh, I should take my drone, and then like, well, the footage I got from it wouldn't even be like.
Y'all all need to go.
It is fun, but.
You all need to go on this account called Phone Frames and just start getting inspired. Because I think that's the biggest inspiration in my life right now is Phone Frames. Have you seen their
I
stuff?
would love for my iPhone to become my fun camera.
I was thinking about that. You know, when we took a break in this middle of this episode, I was on the toilet thinking about what camera I should get next.
Yeah.
Is my fun camera. And I think that the iPhone 17 is my next. Or Pro. The Pro.
Because it's easy. It can go everywhere.
I might even get a 15 Pro.
Yeah.
Because anything that shoots Apple Log 2 is fine.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the difference is in the cameras.
I honestly don't. I haven't studied iPhone cameras enough.
I'll have to look
to have an opinion.
But the footage that Michael keeps sending,
I'm like, what?
It looks like a crop sensor camera. Yeah. I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah. Like you can't get that image on an A6700.
No.
Which is shocking.
Yeah.
And sad.
Yeah. And so like the pictures he sent that were on an iPhone, I like didn't think they were on an iPhone until he said they were.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been a huge fan of those. Let's go through them real quick. They're not gonna be able to see them, but yeah, I just need to look at them real quick because I need to form an opinion real fast. I think the editing style is not my jam, maybe. Like to me, some of them you can tell it's iPhone. This one you can definitely not.
Yeah, not even a little bit. Sorry, I just got a text I have to respond to.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what makes it look like an iPhone? Can we nail our finger on that? Like, what makes a photo look like an iPhone photo?
The depth of field. Low key. It's like I feel like it's flat.
Huh. So like, is the only answer to making it look not like an iPhone photo putting a foreground element?
Kind of, yeah.
Because that is the secret.
It's because an iPhone photo has like a lot in focus, very flat, and you can edit anything anyways. Have you noticed how iPhone has been editing the photos though?
Auto editing?
Yes.
Yes, I hate it.
Like, let me pull up an example.
Yeah, like the photos are not what's convincing me to get a phone. It's the video.
So like when you play this live, look at Sky, like see how dark it is.
Yeah.
But then when it just auto edits, it like brightens it so much.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it. That's what makes it look like an iPhone.
Yeah.
And there's no way to turn that off, I don't think.
I mean,
I've looked at it, but you can take it in Lightroom and it won't do that. You know, you can take photos in Lightroom and it's better.
I've done it many a times.
Okay, good.
I had to do it for work the other day. It was just like an iPhone photo, but it was like so dark, and I was like, I wonder how much if I can increase the shadows in this. Like, you can. It's just not like it's not a raw photo, but
that's for sure. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Is there like a way to like rent an iPhone to test it out?
I don't think so.
I mean, Best Buy.
Yeah, and their return policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like part of me wants to like try that. Is there like a phone, like an indie? Is there a way that I can like mount my Peter McKinnon indie filter to my phone?
No way.
There has to be.
There's literally no way.
Tape a step-up ring to your phone.
I guess.
I would do that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess you could seal it off, but like,
it wouldn't be that hard. Or have someone 3D print you like a case that has an 82 millimeter thread on it.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be that bad.
Honestly, I mean, it would look funny, but it's so big. But
yeah, but like you hold your phone here, you don't hold it here.
No, I agree. It's just like everyone would look at it and be like, what? You know?
Yeah, I mean, you'd literally have to hold the phone like right. You couldn't hold it past the power button.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, yeah, I think we're very far away from cameras ever being replaced by a phone, but for like just like a lot of things, it is.
But what about like
we'll never get to the point where movies are shot on phones. Surely.
28 years later was.
Yeah, but
what about live streaming? Because there's no reason that I don't want to tell.
I just think it's cheaper to get a bad camera and live stream than a phone.
100%. It's cheaper to get just a bunch of C100s and get a 1080 8-bit image than like it would be cheaper to get some of these than it would be to get.
Yeah. And isn't that crazy? Like the cameras we started on are now cheaper than phones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, mine already was.
I think an iPhone was like, it was probably like what? Your phone camera's probably like $800 when you got it.
It was $650.
No, iPhones are probably around that.
I think they're around 800.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know. But you can't shoot RAW. You couldn't shoot
Everything
RAW.
is getting so expensive. Like I thought the purpose of technology, like it should be getting cheaper. Like a flat screen TV is so cheap now.
You know why it's ruined is AI like is buying up all the chips and RAM. Like,
but it's like
Micron, we're not going to be able to buy these anymore. You can't buy a new one of these.
I'm really
anymore
sad about it
because Micron is selling all of their RAM to
like
AI.
data storage.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well here's the thing that was like when you look at like the price of cars, I feel like it should have been like we should have found a new ways to keep making them cheaper. Like that's the better we get technology, the more cheaper it should be able to make. But I feel like because of American capitalism, we're just like raising the price on everything artificially to make those people more money.
Which is why, like, if you look at cars in like Japan, like a key truck is only like $8,000.
I just saw that in like
they're
Japan,
moving them to the U.S.
There's a $15,000 pickup truck.
Yeah.
Why are we not saying that in the United States right now?
It's because it would destroy the
government regulate. No, it's because government regulations and like safety things.
Trump is getting rid of. He's bringing key trucks to the U.S.
Well, that's the thing is like, and that like the safety regulations. I don't want to call them a scam. Like low-key, they are. It's how companies are able to like make sure that like the price of things keeps going up.
I mean, I will say if you look at like my F-150 has gotten in 3 wrecks. And it's a all steel body. It's come out every single time fine. And
I was in a all steel body Honda Pilot, flipped it on the highway. I was completely fine.
And it's because we moved to like aluminum trash.
Yeah,
that's why they need all the safety
and
regulations.
Aluminum is cheaper than steel, yet we're still charging more money.
Because bread tastes better than key.
I don't know what that means.
It's a philosophy joke.
Oh,
so there's like a meme that's
like I know for a fact probably the cars minus the technology element, but probably including the technology element, are cheaper to make than they were. I'm like when you include inflation, obviously, like I'm sure like cars used to sell for like $8,000.
I've never thought about this honestly. I have nothing to say.
But like I'm assuming it's the same thing with like all technology. Like this is not that much more expensive to make than it was 10 years ago.
I think iPhones cost like $110 to make max.
Yeah.
Maybe $80.
With the gold in it's probably the most expensive part. But like it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
And so I think we're just low-key getting absolutely fleeced.
We are. That's like the whole point of America is getting ruined.
But also, did you know, like, so with the Trump's new healthcare thing, apparently healthcare companies will like sell the drug at full price in America to make their money. And then they'll like give it to other governments for like free or like half the price because they know they'll make up for it in America. So it's like, we've been like paying so much more money. So now Trump's been like, no, you're not doing that. Like, we will have the cheapest drugs. And he's making like Canada, like all these other places have to pay full price so we can get cheaper drugs.
I did not know that was happening, but it hasn't ever affected me because insurance, like my premiums have never been that high.
Yeah.
So I think I pay like $4.
He's also changing it to where
a month
their hospitals have to tell you how.
Put that in your pocket.
What?
My Burt's Bees. Has that been in your pocket?
I don't think so.
You just like
I just grabbed that and then I just flipped it up.
Okay.
But he's also making it where healthcare, like hospitals and healthcare companies have to tell you how much something will cost beforehand.
Right.
So like I went to the ER and
yeah, Morgan.
Then we got a surprise bill of like $2,600, which is like,
why were you at the ER again?
Skylar's legs.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
And
Skylar's legs got blown off by a mortar shell.
Pretty much. But like that was so ridiculous for what they did. That's like an insane price. They should not. They literally gave her like a little bit of morphine and then charged us like $2,600. Did nothing. We were there for maybe like 15 minutes.
That's so sad.
And so I was like,
which makes no sense because Morgan got in a car wreck and the chiropractor is doing like months of treatment two times a week.
Yeah.
And it's only $6,000.
Yeah. Well, because then after we went to the ER, we had a wound specialist come to our house. He was at our house for over 2 hours and he visited twice, over 2 hours twice, both times, $40 per visit.
Where'd you find that guy? Like your
I wish I could
insurance?
shout him out. I literally looked on Skylar's insurance. Yeah. Like the one looked at like people they use.
Holy cow.
And I'm like, dude, what a scam. And like, that's like where like doctors and healthcare, like low-key, like not, again, I don't want to say they're scams, but also like when I go to buy a new car, I get to like look up and be like, okay, well, this one's selling it for this much. This place selling it for this much. And then like see who's doing it.
Yeah.
With healthcare, you don't really get to do that. You find it out everything afterwards. So Trump's basically putting forth legislation to where all insurance and healthcare companies have to put their prices beforehand so you can shop around.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, because like we're not advocating for Trump in any way, but we are.
I mean, I'll advocate for that policy. In particular.
But like specific policies like that, like where I mean, I don't know how that affects everything, so I'm not gonna say anything about it because like that is the issue. Is like anytime there's something good, it just like wrecks everything, and I'm like, what in the world is happening? That's why I just buy everything in cash, and I like buy it. I was explaining to someone. Because most people don't know what a locked SIM card is. Do you know the difference?
Yes.
Yeah. And most people didn't know that. And I was literally explaining to someone who's like a few years older than me. And I feel like they, of all people, would know it. And I was like explaining to them how I buy my phones off Facebook Marketplace, like unlocked for like a couple $100.
Yeah.
Like I think
I don't want to be locked into anything.
Yeah. And like I leave the country often and I want to be able to just go to a gas station in the airport, pick up a SIM card, put it in my phone and be done. Like that's literally, I think I have a phone sitting right here. This phone right here, literally that's the whole point is it has the SIM card slot. This is a 14 or 13, I think. And literally the whole point of me having it is so I can just walk up to any gas station, put a SIM card in it, and it's like a $20 and you get like 15 gigabytes that you can use of data and then unlimited cell phone calls.
Yeah.
So like I can go to Mexico right now, walk into an Oxxo or 7-Eleven and stick a SIM card in this for $20 and I have a new phone number.
Yeah.
And I'm done. Like people need to know that exists and this phone is in perfect condition.
Well, it's crazy because everything's getting more and more and more and more expensive.
And look at that beautiful color.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Because they're trying to lock us into a system where we don't own anything. They're trying to lock us out of housing. They're trying to lock us out of owning cars. Trying to even lock us out of like where people take on a phone payment or you don't even own your phone.
Right.
It's like our generation is getting absolutely cooked and like taken advantage of because most people literally can't afford it.
And or they're like, oh, but it's so convenient. And I'm like,
they're literally, that's how they're marketing it to us. And then you're going to turn 60 and you're going to own nothing. You're going to have no retirement. You're going to have no, like, you're not going to own anything.
Right.
And then you're
or
going to
like
be screwed.
Say this. So I'm going to paint a scenario for all you viewers out here.
Can I finish this point?
Yes.
Even like on Xbox where they're selling digital only consoles now because they don't want you to own the CDs and actually own the video game. They want to lock you into monthly subscriptions. And I'm like, dude, like, I'm like I buy all my discs. I thought Cort was crazy for buying movies, and I'm like, low key, I want to own everything. Like I want to buy my discs on movies. Like I don't want to.
I'm gonna explain why I buy everything on discs right now in this scenario. So imagine this. Imagine you marry a high maintenance woman who loves movies, TV shows. She has her favorite shows, and you put her up in this nice house that you guys live in together. You're married. You're happy, and you barely have any monthly expenses, and you're so happy. Now imagine that you do all that the same way, but instead of buying the movies, you have all these like subscriptions. So you have Netflix, you have HBO, you have Hulu, you have Paramount, you have Peacock, you have all of them. And then one day you guys are like kind of living within your means. You're good. You're budgeting. Like you're not spending too much out to eat. One of you loses your job. And your wife is like, what happened to my show? Like, I can't watch my show. Like, it's not my fault that you lost your job. What happened to my show? Versus you go to Half Price Books, you spend $8.99 on like 3 seasons of like Friends or whatever. Like we have the entire,
I might go buy it.
All the Friends.
Yeah.
You can buy it on Facebook Marketplace for like $20. You can go find it. And, like our favorite show right now is 24. Like we went on Amazon for $6.99. You can buy a whole season of the show on disc format and in like Blu-ray. And like, say like I lose my job. Morgan like is like, dude, like I'm like, hey babe, we can't afford these subscriptions. Yeah. Then she has to sit at home until I get a new job and can work up enough savings to offset the fact that I didn't have a job for a few weeks, and we can get our subscriptions back.
Yeah. Not only that, but it's like if the price of these subscriptions are going, when we're 60, that's going to be like $50 a month per.
Yeah. And Luke was asking me, he was like, so I was asking him like how much he spends on subscriptions. And what would you say, like 70 for all your movies and
probably like all my
TV
subscriptions and like including Adobe and everything, like $80 something a month.
Okay. Including Adobe. That's not that crazy. But like for TV and stuff, spending $70 a month is insane. Yeah. Because like, I think this month on movies and stuff, I think I've spent $40 and I got like 3 seasons of 24 and I got like 5 different movies from Half Price Books and I've spent $40.
Also, going to Half Price Books
is
like buying old books is fun. Buying Xbox games is fun. Buying movies, show, it's like amazing.
And it's one, it's a hobby, and 2, you can find sealed copies. So I know a lot of people are like, but what if the disc is scratched? When I go, I have one rule, and that is sealed copy. And so I literally put my fingers all over the disc, and you can feel when there's a sealed copy because it has a different texture, because your fingertips are they're very sensitive. And so I just feel around and I'm like, oh, sealed copy. And then I look, see what it is. And so I go through the entire movie section in probably like 15 minutes. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, like the other day I literally got a sealed copy of Social Network, which I couldn't find anywhere. And I found there, like, you cannot find this movie called The Prestige on Amazon. You just can't find it. Like, it's not being sold. And so I went to Half Price Books and I found a sealed copy and I just bought it.
The other
like
benefit to it is, so my Xbox just broke, like lost everything. But like all of my favorite games I have on disc. So like I didn't have to worry about like any of that. Yeah. So it's like I re-downloading. Didn't have to re-download. I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to pop this in. And like, yeah, sometimes it like has to install like a little bit from the disc, but it was just, it's so practical, so easy. All my favorite games are still right there.
Yeah. And like my favorite thing is the fact that like no one can just be like, oh,
shut it off.
Well, oh, we didn't like that we put that in the movie. Yeah. Let's edit it, because they can edit stuff out of Netflix shows. Yeah. Like easily.
I don't know. I feel like, yes, but it's also like people are like chasing, like in life, everyone is chasing freedom. Like you're not chasing money. Even if you're chasing money, you're chasing it for like freedom, like financial freedom to do what you want. And it's like, if you're relying on a subscription, they can turn that off. They can increase your price whenever they want. But if you own that disc, you can watch that whenever you want. And you like, oh, you have a physical ownership of it.
Right. Like The Office right now, like it was taken off of Netflix. People were so sad. I never have to worry about that. Yeah. Straight up. So I don't know. That's our rant on physical media.
I will be buying physical. Like, I don't know if we can actually do discs of Netflix shows like Stranger Things.
It's hard to. You typically cannot. I've bought some bootleg copies off eBay of like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul because they were $220 for the whole show for a real one.
Yeah.
I'm not spending that. So I've spent $30 on some bootleg copies that I honestly didn't know they were bootleg. And then I popped them in and I was like, this is definitely bootleg. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but if you need to, you can. And it's not that bad of an option. You can't buy Stranger Things.
I know.
They made a VHS version of seasons 1 and 2, and that's it.
Stranger Things?
Yeah. But you can't, which is all
The
you
best-
need to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. And they have that at Half Price Books right now on Preston.
Okay.
So just so you know,
Might be worth it.
it's sealed.
Yeah. They announced what the spinoff show was for that. And
Which is
it's not a show, it's a book, but it's Nancy and
Oh.
Robin in between seasons 4 and 5 doing
Oh.
another mystery.
I don't
And it's called like a Nancy Wheeler mystery. They're literally trying to rip off Nancy Drew.
Drew.
Like, that's actually ridiculous.
Nancy Drew's goated, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get back into reading because I keep making grammatical errors and like spelling mistakes, and so I'm gonna get back into reading.
I've been reading like a ton of like a theological and like I guess like knowledge based books, but I
Yeah.
have the new Hunger Games that's been sitting on my nightstand to read, so I think I'm gonna actually let myself
My
read
next
that.
book that I'm reading, it's a W, so it'll be down here. This is the next book I'm reading. Andy Weir, Project Hail Mary. The movie's coming out with Ryan Gosling, and I just want to make sure I read the book before I see the movie. Same author as The Martian. There's also a movie for that, but read the book. It's way funnier than the movie. All right. Well, I think we ranted enough.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Again, if you made it this far in the episode,
You're
please
the goats.
subscribe. Please follow us.
Send it to your friends.
Rate us. And yeah, hopefully the audio sounds better.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
See ya.